Nostalgia for a kindness I knew long, long ago. I don't think I'd ever known something like that. And yet, despite how distant that memory is, it still feels so familiar, like it happened only yesterday. But just a little earlier, I'd been watching it on something like that took place again, right in front of me. When they treated me like a child, I returned to being a child, but all I did was feel annoyed by that. She'd like, I hear a voice right behind me, turn back to look in its direction, and see a girl. She looks like an illusion, purity itself. I can. The words flow from her mouth. I can take you. Slowly closes her eyes to the place where wishes are granted. This is her declaration to me. A small messenger from another world. We stand there in the freezing atmosphere, the place closest to the entrance to that world. Force myself to make a sound. My body feels as though it's been paralyzed. Yeah. A voice trembles as it answers. The girl opens her eyes. And then, what are you doing here? Her face returns to normal. To the one of simple purity that I know. Nothing really. That's strange. She just went home. Well, is there something you need to do about my house? No, not really. Calm back down. It was just a little too early to go home. But it's already so late. Oh, that's right. You're delinquent, Okazaki-san. Yep, that's me. And probably hard being that way, huh? Nah, you don't need to worry about me, though. I do this because I want to remember. It seems like it get boring. What about you, Furukawa? Are you out shopping again? No. She immediately replies in the negative. I'm practicing for a play. I see, that makes sense. I always practice at night in the park. This late at night? Isn't that, dangerous? I was practicing a little later than normal today. I usually practice earlier, but I'm alright. I was actually on my way back here when I saw you. I was reciting some of my lines for you. That's what I was saying before. I see. I'd be happy if you could give me some feedback. Well, if that was all a performance, then definitely worthy of praise. But I can't find the words of praise her with. Hurry up and go home. I think I'm going to take tomorrow off from school. It's a joke, Steve. Don't act so devastated. Okazaki-san, your joke's so cruel. I was actually starting to cry. She starts wiping the edges of her eyes with her finger. She's like a small child. Okazaki-san, are you still not going to go home after this? No, I'm gonna stay out a while longer. You'll be late again for school tomorrow. Yeah, maybe. That's fine. I'm a delinquent after all. I wonder if that's really true. I still have a hard time believing you. You don't seem like a delinquent at all, Okazaki-san. And just how us delinquents are. You said that you got in a fight with your father. Yeah, I did. Does it have something to do with that? You'll get in a fight with your father if you see each other. So you'll walk around outside until he falls asleep. That makes you late to school all the time, which causes everyone to whisper that you're delinquent. Am I wrong? What a sharp girl. Either that, or I said so much about my personal life that it was easy to guess all that. You're wrong. I don't confirm it for her, but I want to look cool, calm, collected. Are you sure I'm wrong? We barely know each other. I'm shocked you were able to come up with all that. I can because of you, Okazaki-san. I thought there must be some sort of reason for why you do the things you do. That's just the feelings I had, I guess. Even if that was the case, what were we gonna do about it? I try asking her. You're the only one who gave me courage, Okazaki-san. Or you're the one who gave me the courage, Okazaki. So I want to help you in return. I want to give you courage. The courage to face off against my old man. No, you shouldn't confront him. You need to understand each other. How? That's something that takes a lot of time. Yeah, I bet it does. We're just kids. I look far off into the distance, above the roofs of the houses in town, and a cloud shine dimly from the light of the moon. If you'd like, you can come to my house. Furukawa's voice breaks my trance. That must be the proposal she came up with after struggling to think of something in the last few moments. I think it'd be good if you put some distance between you and your father, gave each other time to think. You two are family, so I'm sure you'll start to miss each other once you're apart. Doing that will make you remember that you really do love each other. And then maybe you'll be able to sit down and talk the next time you meet. Also, this way you'll at least be able to go to sleep at a decent hour, so you won't be late for school. 2 birds with 1 stone. She must have had to make an effort to say all that. What do you think, Okazaki-san? Would you like to do that? Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't think we're gonna do that. I couldn't possibly do that. There's no way I could do that. Why is that? You've only just met me, plus I'm a student with bad behavior and I'm a guy. You're practically asking me to have my way with you by saying we should live together. I wouldn't mind if you had your way. What the? Alright, what? Wait. I wouldn't mind if you had your way with me. Is that true? What do you mean when you say that? What? So you have no idea what I'm talking about. Don't ever say that again. Say what? All of it. Like, you want me to stay at your house so you don't mind me having my way with you. Oh, okay. I understand. I seem to have said something I shouldn't have. I'm sorry. She bows her head. I don't want to see this any longer. It doesn't really matter. Well, I'm going home. Okay, good night. Yeah. I don't, I'm not so sure what that was. I don't know what that was all about. I must have been dreaming. It was a dream of long ago. I stared at the ceiling for a while, trying to recall the whole thing. Can't remember what it was about though. What I do know is that the dream left me feeling at ease. I crawled out of bed and began getting dressed. Looking at the clock, I realized that the first period had already started. I grabbed my thin bag and headed to the first floor. My father's already gone. I passed through the messy room and head to the entranceway. After I put on my shoes and locked the door behind me, I leave home. The bottom of the hill. Furukawa was there again, standing still as can be. Morning. Oh, good morning. What are you doing here again? I was waiting for you, Okazaki-san. You were waiting? Yes, I thought we could go to school together every morning from now on. Huh? If that would bother you, then I won't, but the school's right there, you know. You just had to climb this hill, that's all. Yeah, but glances at the school gates. Climbing this hill, I guess it's something she still needs to work up courage to do. So, I guess not then? She looks back at me, holding down her hair as it dances in the wind. If you wait for me, I'll be late for school every day, you know. That's okay. It's much better than not going at all. You should just go on your own, with or without me. Okay, I'll try. It's not like I mind, though. Guess even a guy like me is able to help her. It's funny, it almost feels a bit like a luxury to be in this position. That's why I start walking. Let's go. Okay. Her feet pitter-patter behind me. Don't need to figure out what you'll be having for lunch today. No, I'll be alright. After all, we're going to school together. That's motivation in and of itself. I see. In that case, let's go buy lunch together. You're just gonna buy bread anyway, right? Yes. A little later, I looked back and realized this was another odd promise I made to her. Okazaki-kun. Yeah. With nothing in particular to do, I just decided to lie down on my desk and Ryu comes to talk to me. Hey, here. Oh, worksheets. Alright. Do we even need to see this? Yes. It's a lunch break, so Tsunahara still hadn't shown up. If you were here, turning him down would be plain anyway. I got lucky. I leave the classroom by myself. I want to say she was in class B. I leave the classroom and look around the hallway. Furukawa is standing against the wall so she won't get in the way of traffic. Her eyes meet. Her face breaks in a smile as she trots over. Okazaki-san, are you okay? About what? Did you not have to go with the other person? Oh yeah, he's fine. I see, that's good then. Why don't we go? Sure. We start walking side by side. You know, walking around school with a girl is seriously embarrassing. I casually look over at her profile, at the profile of Furukawa as we stroll. Then again, I guess people would be jealous of me more than anything. What is it? Nothing. As always, the front of the bread line is so crowded it's difficult to even approach the display case. It looks like even more people are here than usual. Yeah. A single male student rushes past Furukawa and dives straight into the billowing crowd. He's quickly swallowed up and lost to the sea of the bodies. Why don't we go back? Nah, it's okay, I'll go buy something for you. Just tell me what you want and I'll get it. I'll be fine with Anpan. Come on, go for something more exciting. I mean, you can buy one of those wherever you want. Pick something you can get right now. You can only get it right now. Okay, if you really want to spoil me, bring it on. Well, she balls both of her hands in a fist. I like a piece of dual-colored bread. What's that? It's a single piece of bread that has both cream and chocolate in it. It's a very special, magical piece of bread. She really emphasizing the point. I never knew they sold anything like that. Then again, I've never really been interested in sweet bread, so I guess I wouldn't know. Well, nevertheless, I'm heading out and pray for my safe return. I give her a big thumbs up. May the gods watch over you. Furukawa puts both of her hands together by her chest, theatrically. Okay. I wedge my body in a small space in the crowd. I then push forward by using my arms to shove any students blocking my path out of the way. As I'm doing this, I recognize the back of another student's head. Tsunohara. He didn't even come in class. Why is he here? I grab his shoulder. Hey. What is it? Oh, Okazaki, what's up? What are you doing here, man? What else? I'm here to buy bread. Is there something going on today? Not usually this crowded. Wait, you came here totally oblivious? Unbelievable. Just look. Look to where Tsunohara points and see an advertisement hanging from the ceiling. Oh, it's a fillet to fit. Alright, we can't even skip it. I see. Now I get it. Everyone's been spreading all sorts of rumors about that thing since it was announced last week. Do you really need to spread rumors about a sandwich? What? Anyway. What? Anyway, so can you explain to me what a fillet of fish sandwich is? Excuse me? Take a closer look. It's not fillet, it's filet. I don't know if... I don't know how to say that. He's right. The current prevailing theory is that you gotta fill it to the brim with whatever fish you want, but I don't know. There's no telling how deep the rabbit hole goes. Actually, I'm almost certain that it's just a misspelling. Goa? Tsunohara just shoulders are jerked down. My foot's stuck in the crowd. Save me, Okazaki. He reaches out his hand, but I pull back to avoid it. What? Okazaki, I thought we were friends. Sorry, Tsunohara, that was never how I saw it. He swallowed up and lost to the sea. Can't be standing around either. It's only getting more crowded as time passes. The mass of people feels like it's about to burst. Are you alright? Are you all that desperate to get a piece of misspelled bread? I blindly charge forward. And then... I got it. In my hands are a piece of dual-colored bread and a sandwich for myself. Thanks for waiting. Thank you very much. Were you okay? Yeah, I managed somehow. The school's co-op is such a scary place. Yeah. Everyone must be sick of studying that they're getting themselves worked up over a new piece of bread. We head to the courtyard for lunch. The time there is quiet and peaceful. Almost like my days at school up until now. I wonder if we feel so at peace around each other because we're both outsiders. It'd be mean to call her an outsider though. I look to my side. She's intently eating her bread. So, she's so into it that it's funny. I assume that this is how she always is, putting everything into whatever it is she's doing. even if that thing is simply eating lunch. She only ended up this way because of bad luck. Unlike me, Furukawa doesn't even notice me staring at her as she continues to eat her bread, seemingly unaware to the world around her. After a bit, all done. She folds up the bread wrapping paper and puts it in her pocket. That was really delicious. Even as she talks, I keep looking at her face, sort of lost in thought. Our eyes meet. Yeah? Could there be something on my mouth? No, you're good. So, what could you be looking at then? Hey, Furukawa. Yes? I think you're cute. Excuse me? Probably because of just who you are at your core, you know? How you carry yourself, your demeanor, that kind of thing. I think that once people get to know you, they'll all like you. I have zero doubt that you'll be able to get plenty of friends. Makes me feel sad as someone tries to cheer me up when I wasn't even sad to begin with. No, this isn't me trying to cheer you up, I'm just sharing my thoughts, I guess. A first impression, let's say. Like, we practically just met, right? So, you can take those words at face value. Take them at face value. I grab her shoulder and tell her as if giving instruction. That's a strange thing to say. Even if you ask me that I believe, even if you ask that I believe you, you know you're right. I quickly realized just how strange what I said actually is. I sit back down. As I do, I meet eyes with the people still on the third floor window of the school building directly in front of me. Hey, try waving at them. Smile while you do it though. I'm not doing that again. You do it, Okazaki-san. Like I told you, I'm a guy. If I just spontaneously waved by myself, they'd think I'm a creeper. That's not true, Okazaki-san. You're tall and cool, so if you waved, I'm sure a lot of girls would flock to you. And then they'd push someone like me aside. Oh, you're right. If I did that, I wouldn't be able to hang out with you anymore. Never mind then. You shouldn't take what I said at face value. You shouldn't take what I said at face value. Listen, you little poker on the head. Furukawa laughs. Actually, no, it's not quite a laugh. She went as far as smiling, but I look in the same direction as her. I find myself looking at the third floor window at the school building again. The shadows disappeared. Hey, Furukawa. Yes? Wanna go to the club room? Yeah, why don't we? Furukawa stands up and brushes the dirt off her skirt. How much time do we have? We have about 20 minutes until the first bell. Okay, let's use that time to begin. That time to make flyers that says the club's looking for members. Okay. Furukawa nods vigorously, excitement building with each bob of her head. And the two of us start writing things down with magic markers on a piece of office paper. We need to start by choosing a date for an open house, and we can tell people more about the club then. When should we make it? We won't be able to get anyone in the doors if it's too soon. How about 2 weeks from now? Okay, we say club activities start at the beginning of May. That would sound nice and clean. I can only hope things go that well. It's done. Don't you think it's just a little more? It can use a little more something. Like what? I think that's what's. I think that what's missing is. Oh boy, what's this? Sex appeal, or drawing, or collaboration. I don't know what attraction is. I don't know what that is. Let's just look real quick. It doesn't say anything about this. I don't know, dude. Out of all these, probably sex appeal would be attraction. But I don't know about that. Let's just go with, hold on. Sex appeal. Was it drawing or SAD or C. I don't know. Okay. Good enough. Drawing. Let's just go with a drawing. You're right, I think the poster would be cuter with one. So in that case, get drawing, Furukawa. Me? Who else is gonna do it? You. Had I not gotten an F in art, that may be a possibility, but I did, so it's not one of my strong subjects either. Did you ever try to draw a self-portrait in middle school? Yeah, I did. I tried really hard to draw mine when the teacher came up to me and told me the curry I was drawing looked delicious. Hey, mine told me that the catcher's mitt I was drawing looked really sturdy. Curry and a catcher's mitt. I wonder which one of those is worse. My teacher even complimented me for being sure to draw the pickles on the side. Mine went out of its way to call it a catcher's mitt. Why that and not a regular baseball glove? That's what I want to know. So, should I get someone who's good at drawing? I stand up, tired of the unproductive dispute we're having. Nah, please, wait a moment. Huh? I'll just draw it. I'm the club president after all. Yeah, that'd be best. I sit back down. What should I draw? Furukawa asked me with a marker in her hand. Think of something yourself. What are you good at drawing? I wonder. Curry? No. Totally shot me down there. Must be an awful memory for her. Can I draw something simple? If that's okay, then there's one thing I'm good at drawing. Sure, as long as it's cute. It's super cute. As soon as she finishes speaking, her hand begins moving as she hums a song. It's a melody I've heard somewhere before. I can't remember what it is though. I can only imagine what she's drawing right now, considering what she's into. I take a look at what she's putting down. I see a small circle with a face on it. Just as she finishes drawing one, she draws more and more of the same thing. The club recruitment noticed quickly finds itself occupied by strange creatures. It's done. Pally shows me the flyer. Gah. The whole poster is practically covered in mysterious creatures. What are you, some kind of idiot? Sorry? Look, you can't even read the text. You're right, it's become very hard to read. Why'd you draw all the bizarre creatures on here? They're not bizarre, they're very famous. What are they? Dongo. The big Dongo family. The big Dongo family. It's the title of a song that became a huge hit a while back. I think it was used in a kid's show. Oh, so that's what the melody she was humming just now was. Anyone in Japan would know that song. The big Dongo family is a big family. That's why there's so many of them. Let me be straight up with you, Furukawa. Yes? You're really not cut out for this. What? The big Dongo family? How long ago was that? It's already dead and forgotten. What? It doesn't matter whether it's old or not. Something that cute's always cute, regardless of when you're looking at it. I'll admit that this might be cute, but it's out of fashion. You really had to touch with what's popular, aren't you? Am I? They're still cute to me. Really? Well, I'm glad to hear it. I start to rub my temples, looking at what she's come up with. We might be better off if I just drew my catcher's mitt. Any regular person who sees this is going to be repelled by it. It'd be one thing if she drew this as a joke, but she's serious about it. So, no big Dongo family? Furukawa's spirits begin to plummet as she watches my reaction. This isn't good. I can't let her sink into an utter pit of despair. Have to do something. Well, I guess it's not bad. But you said it yourself, it's not cut out for this. Yeah, but that doesn't mean the big Dongo family isn't cut out for the drama club. It's starting to require some mental gymnastics. Really? I don't know how to feel now. She doesn't seem particularly sold on the idea, but I do seem to salvage the situation. As I stare at the flyer, I start to think that it actually shows what kind of person Furukawa, the club president, is. In that sense, maybe it's a lot better than the flyer adorned with lies. In any case, we're done making our notice. It's got some spice to it. All's well that ends well. After my strained attempt to wrap things up, I grab the piece of paper and stand. Where are you going? To the copier. Should I just make a bunch and go around putting them up at into school? I think that's the most we could do today. Oh, okay. After that, we use the copier in the teacher room, then head back. I returned to class to find Tsunara with his face buried in his desk in front of him. It's probably because he wasn't able to buy whatever that new item on the lunch menu was, and decided to leave him be. Tsunara is still dejected even after class ends, so I leave without him. I head to the drama club room. I didn't come here in any particular rush, but I don't see Furukawa. What's she doing? She does seem pretty slow. I wait, but she doesn't show. I'm bored. I scribble on the edge of a blackboard. Day duty. Nagisa Furukawa. I finish scribbling and wait a while longer, but she still nowhere to be seen. Maybe something happened. I start to feel a little worried. Oh boy. Go look for her. She's hopeless. Don't tell me that she accidentally went to the class next door or something. I could see her during that too. Oh boy, another. Jesus, one after another. Look in the next door class. She probably went off somewhere else. What did I take a peek inside. Seems like no one's around. I open the door. I assume the room would be empty, but a young female student sits near the window. Hey, it's been a while. Speaking of people, oh geez, I'm not even speaking of it. We're seeing a lot of people we've seen in the past now. The sunlight pouring in prevents me from getting a clear look at her face, leaving only her silhouette visible. She's carving a block of wood with a knife. And concentration seems to have erased my existence completely from her senses. There's something irresistibly cute about the way she's working so hard on it. For a while I just stand there watching. She stops. Her hand stops as she finally notices my presence. Her eyes meet mine and she freezes. What's wrong? What? Suddenly she jumps up and runs toward the corner of the room. Reminded me of a cat caught trying to steal food. Except the cat probably wouldn't be clutching a knife the whole time. Note to self, don't surprise a girl with a knife. You may end up getting stabbed. Holding her ground, she cautiously watches my every move, still as can be. I find it funny, wondering if she's trying to hide by standing perfectly still. Better yet, she's in the corner of the room, effectively the most visible spot in the whole place. Well then, what should I do now? God, we got so many options here. I just try talking to her. Say, is this the art club room? Hey, I'm talking to you. She reluctantly points a finger at herself and tilts her head to the side. Yeah, you, as if there's anyone else here. She raises her index finger, maybe she wants me to repeat the question. Is this the art club room? Still standing tightly in the corner, she shakes her head nervously. Alright, other club members would be here if it was. So, do you just skip too many art club classes that end up with piles of homework, something like that? Shakes her head again. Then it's just a hobby? Shakes her head again. Then just, what on earth are you doing here? Do you mean this? She shows me the wooden block she was working on and holds it in front of her chest. Yeah, that. This is a favorite thing. Suddenly she has a euphoric look on her face. It's as if she's lost in a reverie, dreaming of something really fabulous. She's so full of openings. With a few steps, I quickly close the distance between the two of us, and proceed to take the knife from her hand. Relax, I'll give it back. Isn't it kind of dangerous using a knife like this? Now that I'm closer, I can see a bandage covering one of her hands. From the intense look she's giving me, I can tell she wants her knife back. You know, you should stop using this thing. What? Your hand, I can tell it's a mess. It's carving wood really worth cutting yourself up like that? It's a personal thing. It's none of your concern. Give it back. Didn't your hand hurt though? No? Liar. This is just a precautionary thing. Well then, shake my hand. Okay. I put a bit of strength into my grip. Ugh. When a flash, she pushes me away and her distance reverts back to what it was before I took the knife. She's squatting down in the opposite corner now. It looks like that really hurt. A few moments pass. That didn't hurt. On the verge of tears, she stands back in front of me. Give it back. Can we shake hands again? No. Why? We've already shaken once, so that's enough. A handshake is not something you do more than once per time. Okay, that makes sense. In that case, how about a high five? High five? You know, like in sports when a player scores a point or something, or a teammate raises a hand and they clap them together in the air. We haven't scored any points. Okay, then let's pretend we did. Okay, here goes. I'm going to take a free throw pose and toss the air ball toward an imaginary basket. And it's good. Come on, raise your hand. Okay. Clap. It's less of a high five and more of a just straight up slap, really. Ugh. Once again, she pushes me away and runs toward the opposite corner. It should have hurt more than the handshake. We were literally hitting each other's hand. A few moments pass. That didn't hurt. She stood before me with trails of tears on her face. Give it back. Unlike a handshake, we can do high fives as many times as we want.